Start. It is again my pleasant privilege to welcome you all here for the annual meeting and to place before you the important aspect of the country's present working and future potentialities. The director's report has been in your hands for some time, for a perusal of which I should say that the company has had a satisfactory year of working. On the whole, the result have been better than last year, and the turnover in volume and in value has been the highest in the company's history. The second stage of expansion for increasing our chemical production from 20 to 40 tons per day is making satisfactory progress, through the plant has not yet started production consequent on delays on the delivery of electrical and rectified plants. However, all the equipment has been either received at site or is in transit. Such equipment as has been received is being installed and tuned up. When these plants start production, we will have installed a more economic unit which will be 8 times the original capacity which the company started operation. I have to invite your special attention to the further expansion scheme referred to in the report, which your directors consider will place the company in a competitive position and keep up abreast of development elsewhere in the years ahead. The stepping up of production of the chemical from 40 to 100 tons per day, the entire increase in production being of rayon grade quality as a necessary development for us during the fifth plan period, in which the production in the country is expected to reach 3 lakh tons as against the fourth plan target of 1 lakh tons. One important feature of our expansion will be that ours will be a full integrated plant utilizing all the co-product chlorine, quite beneficially contributing to the high profitability of our expanded plant. Your directors are actively exploring ways and means of financing this third stage expansion in such a way that the dividend percentage is not materially affected during the period of our stepping up production. This would therefore involve our procuring both loan and share capital in suitably staggered stages, depending on the progress of erection and construction. We shall place definite proposals with regard to the financing of this expansion scheme as soon as exact estimates are worked for the project, which it is hoped will be in the course of the current year. As you are aware, the Industrial Finance Corporation of India have been of continuous assistance to this company in all its expansion project from the very inception. In our recent discussion in connection with the present expansion, we have been assured of full financial cooperation in the implementation of the new project. Since the close of the financial year, this company has had its share of electricity cuts. Stop. Passage B. Ready. Start. The economic philosophy of a business organization in a country has to be judged by its relevance to the time and the environment in which it operates. The requirements of the situation in a given time have got to be taken into account by any organization so as to make its policies more relevant and realistic. Since the cooperative institutions in the country have come to stay as forceful economic institutions, the time has to come to see the significance of cooperatives as ideal institutions to bring socio-economic change has been realized all over the world. The success of cooperative movement in most advanced and developed countries is very well known. It has become an important sector in the national economy of these countries, realizing the weaknesses of capitalistic model and the limitations of totalitarian economy. A strong plea was made to develop the economy in Afro-Asian region on the cooperative model. In the beginning, the cooperative philosophy came as a reaction to the competitive condition, which was characterized by the minimum government interference. Many problems came up. The exploitation of the weak by the strong became a significant feature of the competitive model. The survival of the fittest was the essence of capitalism. In this system, the interests of the workers were completely neglected. The workers were treated merely as an input like any in the business organization, and they were supposed to have nothing to do with the produce. Further, when this competitive model grew in its final phase, which was characterized by the existence of big business monopolies, the interests of the consumer were also ignored. In the model, the consumer was completely at the mercy of the tycoons. Consumer is a king in a competitive economy became a myth. Thus, in the final stage of competitive model, both the interest of the workers and the consumers, which are the significant components of the economy, were undermined. Thus, the essence of the problem in a competitive model of the economic development was how to safeguard the interest of the workers and the consumers. How to develop a model to protect the interest of the consumer was the basic of the problem. Therefore, it should be realized that in this condition, if at all any model is to be designed, it is bound to be a corrective model. It was thought that its profits are reduced. The workers and consumers will be automatically benefited as they will get more share in the gains of produce in the industry. Unfortunately, this logic equated the profit to the exploitation. Thus, in a corrective model, the concept of profit became a sinful word, and thus in the cooperative model of economic development, the significance of the profit as a driving force was totally neglected. Stop.